It's howling time.
Welcome everyone to It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Here gonna give you selections for the races. The track that I'm gonna be doing for you is gonna be for April 28th. That's a Sunday. It is at Lone Star Park. It is the Steve Sexton Miles Stakes Grade 3 for a $300,000 purse going a mile distance. I'm going to be giving you my two top selections plus my horse to watch. We got a field of 10 running. We got your Maury line favorite, which is the number 1, Tyler Reddy at 5-2. I was looking through all these horses and seeing what I could find. There was some interesting and some that possibly may have a shot at a decent price. So what I saw, my top selection is going to be the number 8, Minister of Soul. It is morning line odds at 6-1. Minister of Soul is by Minister Wildcat out of a Bernstein mare. Last time ran was March 31st, going 6.5 in the Sensational Stars for a $100,000 purse. Was able to get fourth that day. Had an inside trip and just weakened and tired out. The time before that, it ran on March 24th at Sunland Park in a stakes race, the B. Thomas Memorial, for a $100,000 purse, going 6.5 furlongs. Was able to get second, lugged out, and around the 1/8, led late. Then got tired out and got caught by an all-out blitz. The times that worked out was March 18th at Turf Paradise, going 5 furlongs in 1 minute, .2. Handily was the 5th best at the 18 workouts that day. The last workout was on April 21st at Lone Star Park, 5 furlongs in 59.8 breezing was the best out of the 16 workouts that day. From what I was seeing here, it's stretching out the distance would be a plus with Minister. So the stretch out distance to the plus should show that it has great ability to go longer. It's 1-2 at Lone Star Park. It's getting Lindsay Wade aboard, which is a 19% jockey. And with the trainer jockey combinations at 25%. From what I've seen, with the longer distance at this level should help this horse get up and get its first greatest stakes winning race. Should show some great potential. It's 6 for 14 lifetime, so you see it should be able to have a great shot at it. Has had Glenn Corbett aboard. Had at one time had Luis Quinones aboard. And it just shows that just the stretch out should help out in distance, and also the speed figures that it's running, it should show that it'll be coming on strong late. So again, for my top selection in the Steven Sexton Mile, Grade 3, it is the number 8, Minister of Soul. My second choice is the number 6, Airstrike. Airstrike is money line odds at 10-1. Is by Street Sense out of a Tappet mare. At the distance is 1 for 3. In the money is 1 for 3. Last time ran at Santa Anita on March 30th for allowance optional claiming $62,500 purse. Ran against horses like Nero and Frigo and Pita Toro. Had to get fourth, was getting fourth there, had to go 4 wide into the stretch and had just not enough to get up in there. So was fourth by 5 lengths, but was running against some very tough horses that day. The time before that ran December 28th at Santa Anita, going a mile and 1/16. And the San Antonio Grade 2 was 6th by 5 3/4 lengths. Had to fan out 5 wide into the lane and just didn't show enough. Was 5th for a while and lost it down towards the stretch to get back into 6th. Had Florent Charoux aboard that day. The workouts have been on March 15th, of 5 furlongs and 1 minute 2 seconds handily, was the 13th best out of the 39 workouts that day. The time after that, it was March 21st at Santa Anita, of 5 furlongs and 1 minute flat 0.80 seconds handily, was the 5th best out of the 54 workouts that day. Like I said, has had run against tougher horses and is going against it's going up in class, but has run against tougher before, like Gift Box and Battle of Midway, Dabster. So knows how to run against some great horses that show a mark. What we need to do here is, with this type of distance and field of horses, we need to stay in mid-pack a bit, not go out too far out, but maybe in the mid-pack, maybe third. Try not to go out too far out. And if needed, if none of the other horses want to go out for the lead, should go out for the lead and blow right by and hopefully hold on down towards the stretch and hit the finish line. And so my second choice in the Steve Sexton mile, it is the number 6 Airstrike that the morning line odds at 10-1. And now for my horse to watch. It was hard to figure on what horse to put on here to watch. You got all these other types of horses that in some way have a great ability. So I found one that caught my eye and looked at. So for my horse to watch, it is the number 3 Fat Man at morning line odds at 10-1. Fat Man is by Munich out of a Northern Trend mare. Last time ran in allowance optional claiming $75,000 at Oaklawn Park on a sloppy track going a mile distance. Got fourth by 1 3/4 lengths. Went up in the air from the gate and had to go 4 wide to advance. But down towards the stretch, just lost it and tired out. So from that race, it got fourth by 3/4 lengths. And that was on a sloppy track. time before that, it ran in February 16th at the fairgrounds, going a mile and 1/16 distance on a fast surface in the mine shaft grade 3. Was out in second early. Had to go 4 or 5 wide around the first turn, then made his second bid to get up in there for a good second towards into the stretch. It was second by 2 lengths and tired. So for what that one needed to do, it was tiring out and just got too tired. So going back down to the shorter distance would be a plus. And facing these type of a little tougher horses. But you may see this one coming on late with the Biscuit aboard, Adam Baziliza aboard. The workouts have been on March 31st at Oaklawn Park in 4 furlongs and 49.60 seconds breezing was the 40th best out of the 86 workouts that day. The time after that, it worked out on April 20th at Oaklawn Park of 4 furlongs in 48.80 seconds breezing was the 17th best at the 123 workouts that day. So what I'm saying, what's going on with this horse is getting a fast track at this distance is 2 for 4, so it's 50%. Trainer jockey aboard is 20% combination. What they need to do is try to run that type of speed. Getting Adam Baziza aboard from the last time it ran, it had Tyler Bays aboard. But now getting the Biscuit back on board, which had put this horse in the money and won aboard, knows how to get this horse into great positioning and for a great price. So for my horse to watch in the Steve Sexton mile, it is the number 3 Fat Man, the PH Fat Man. At morning odds at 10-1. Again, my top selection in there, it is the number 8 Minister of Soul at 6-1. And my second choice is the number 6 Airstrike. And remember, when you're cashing with the Wolf, it's howling time. Good luck, everyone, and let's cash in those tickets. I'll be doing another podcast pretty soon. Hope to hear from you guys and keep on listening and make that money.